this is going to be noisy. Hopefully it's not too terrible. But we're doing brakes and wheel seals and S-cams on this trailer. It's one that we showed a quick glimpse of before. And I'm going to try and go through this, filming myself if I can here. So the drums are bad on this, and they're inboard drums. What that means is the drum is inside the hub, so it doesn't just slide off like any other drum. So the only way to get this drum off is you pull the hub also. We're doing S-cams anyway, so we would have to do that no matter what, most likely. But where it's an inboard drum, the hub definitely has to come off, and then we'll change that drum, the S-cam and bushings, brakes, and put her back together. So anyway, that's what we're doing there. We'll go ahead and get this thing off. Alright, so we're under here. Just going to back the brake off. It's a manual slack adjuster. Just got to push in. Sorry for the air compressor noise, but manual slack adjuster. You just push in on the thing, on the lock ring, roll that wrench, and you can see it starts to back off the brakes. Anyway, as I'm rolling, those brakes are backing off, and we're just going to go till it stops. Almost there. Yeah, we're pretty much there now. And as you can see, the brakes are not horrible, but there's such a groove in the drum right here that they look worse than they are. But there's pretty good lip right here. In fact, it takes almost my whole first knuckle. So yeah, we're going to replace that drum. We'll put some new brakes on it while we're at it. Okay, so I'm going to pull the cap off. I like using a speed handle. You can do whatever you like, but get that cap off. There we go. Now just give it a hit with that. Somebody siliconed the heck out of it, but anyway, bearing nuts. We'll pop them out and get that entire drum and hub off so that we can then knock the studs out. As you can see, this nut's been beat up pretty good with a chisel, which is not uncommon. Lots of people adjust that way. I've done it myself that way a time or two, but we do have sockets and nuts that we'll try and use, but we may end up putting some new nuts on there because I don't think a socket's going to fit on that. But anyway, we'll back them off and get those bearings out. Alright, I'll go ahead and pull this nut off. The socket does actually fit, so I'll back them off. And there's a lock nut and just an adjustment nut, lock ring in between, but as you can see, hopefully without a light very good, but they're pretty hammered. But pull that lock ring out of there. Next size up. And the reason we back the brake clear off is to be able to get this drum off. Normally you have to back them off a little bit, but as big of a groove that was in the drum, it would never slide off of there until the brakes can clear it. So we just went ahead and backed them clear off, which we'd have to do anyway to replace brakes, and we're going to do that while we got it apart. So anyway, that's off. I just give it a little pull, get that first bearing out of there. We'll wash them up and check them out here in a minute. Alright. Alright. This is how all the wheels used to be way back. Everything was inboard drums, but now not so much. It takes a little doing to get them off of there because you're lifting a drum and a hub. Usually just drop it down onto the spindle and then lift the rest of it up like so. And they will make a mess. So anyway, there we go. It's off now. Right there. And we'll go ahead and knock these studs out and replace the drum, but we'll get the rest of this apart. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and knock these brakes off. Again, I apologize, we're right by the air compressor, and it's probably going to kick on while I'm talking, and you won't be able to hear nothing, but you just pop them out with a screwdriver. Then this seal lip, we're going to get that out of there. Like so. We'll clean all this up, but we're just getting her apart for now. I don't know if you can see that, but put it in here like this. This S-cam, it's not horrible, as bad as the other ones were, but let's see. Yeah, not too bad. Alright. Alright. So we're just pulling this S-cam out. Get some light on it. My light keeps going out, but anyway, it just slides in here. Snap ring here, holds it in, snap ring on the other end. So we'll just pull that out. We're going to rebush that. Just an O-ring seal right there, holding me up. Anyway, pull that out. So yeah, there's bushings in here. Light on that. We'll knock those out, put new bushings in. Same back here. Put it back in. It's a little worn, but it's reusable. Not too bad. It's nice to be able to replace them all, but we had a hard time even finding any of these cams, so we're going to put bushing kits in them and go from there. Alright, now I got to pound this bushing out. It's a brass bushing inside. Bushing driver, so we're going to turn that around. And some hammering, get it out of there. that. Oh, we'll just clean that up, put our new bushing in, and put her back together. Same on this back piece here, we'll put a new bushing there. Be good as new. Okay, so we got our new bushing in here along with the seal. Another new bushing back here. And we'll just clean up this S-cam and put that back in and grease it up. We can start going back together. But yeah, these bushings just drive out. Just need a seal driver, and the one we put in is actually nylon and not brass. Either works great. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at. So we'll put this back together, and then we'll get the studs out of the hub and drum there and put that together, and hopefully get some brakes on this thing and seal in it and back rolling again. Should be going. Okay, so we're just going to pound these studs out, and hammer works great. I like this bar, but like so. Then we can swap the drum out. We're going to go ahead and steam this hub out. The steam cleaner and get all the oil out once we get it separated from the drum. Anyway, there's all our studs, and they should be reusable just fine, so we'll put those back in. Okay, we'll get her cleaned up. Okay, we got the new drum on the hub. We just pounded these studs in the same way we took them out, with that long axle shaft. Hammer works fine too, I just like using that. We got the S-cam back in and tight, we got it greased. New bushings in it and greased. Got the spindle cleaned up where the seal's gonna ride, so now we just need to clean up our bearings, double check them, and get a seal in this and put it back together. Okay, so we got the hub and drum back on, got the nuts on, everything's adjusted there, so we're going to go ahead and put a new cap on this. It was leaking anyway. Going to put a new cap, fill it with oil, adjust up the brakes, and clean up our mess. But that's pretty much it. Inboard drum. Don't see them a ton anymore, but they are out there. And you know, back years ago, just to do brakes, you had to do all this, you know, pull the bearing and everything, and now the drum just slides over the top. But anyway, yeah, a lot of these older trailers, you'll still see these. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, and look forward to another video.